The Boy Who Spoke to the Wind. In a quiet village nestled between rolling green hills and a dense, whispering forest, there lived a boy named Kyle. From the moment he could walk, Kyle was different. While other children played in the fields or helped their families, he would sit on the highest hill and listen to the wind. The villagers often whispered about him. "That boy speaks to the wind," they would say, shaking their heads. "A strange child indeed." But Kyle didn't mind. He could hear things no one else could. The rustling secrets of the trees, the laughter of distant storms, and the soft sighs of the evening breeze. And, most incredibly, the wind spoke back. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of fire and gold, Kyle climbed to his usual spot. The wind swirled around him, playful and warm. "Kyle," it whispered, "a storm is coming. A great one." Kyle's heart clenched. "How big?" he asked aloud. "Big enough to swallow the village whole." Kyle ran down the hill as fast as his legs would carry him. He burst into the village square, breathless. "A storm is coming," he cried. "We have to prepare." The villagers laughed. "Nonsense, boy! The sky is clear, and there's not a cloud in sight." Even the village elder, wise and respected, placed a gentle hand on Kyle's shoulder. "Storms do not speak, child." Kyle clenched his fists. "But the wind does." More laughter, disbelief, and, worst of all, dismissal. But Kyle knew the wind never lied. He had to save his village, even if they wouldn't listen. That night, while others slept peacefully in their cottages, Kyle worked. He tied down carts, reinforced roofs, and gathered supplies. The wind howled encouragement in his ears, gusting stronger as the hours passed. And then, just before dawn, the storm arrived. It roared like an angry beast, tearing through the village with unrelenting force. Trees bent and cracked, rooftops groaned, and rain lashed the earth in heavy sheets. The villagers woke in terror, running for shelter. But those who found safety did so because of Kyle's preparations. The carts he had secured did not turn into deadly projectiles. The roofs he had reinforced held strong. The supplies he had gathered kept them from starving when the storm lasted longer than expected. When the winds finally calmed and the sun rose on the wreckage, the villagers stood in awe. Their homes were damaged, but not destroyed. They had survived. And Kyle, standing on his hill, felt the wind brush against his cheek like a friend. The village elder approached him, eyes filled with wonder. "You truly spoke to the wind," he murmured. Kyle only smiled. From that day forward, no one doubted Kyle again. When he spoke, they listened, for they had learned that sometimes the wind carries wisdom, and only a few can hear its voice.